Hi, I'm Shaina, and I will be leading you through today's Pilates flow. We are going to be on the mat today, and we are going to focus on our backside. So let's start on our knees. I want you just to relax your shoulders. We're going to just start with some deep breaths. I want you to think about lifting your head up to the ceiling. We're going to take our arms, we're going to reach up. Deep breath in, feel that length through your side. Bend your elbows. Exhale. So we inhale, reach. Exhale, let the arms go back a little bit. Inhale, reach. Exhale, press it back. We're gonna do two more like this. It's all about the backside today, so we're gonna start to warm it up. Next time, I'll show you from the side. You're gonna reach up, you're gonna do a long hinge, so you're pushing your hips back behind you. Lift up to the ceiling. If you feel like you need some extra cushion under your knees, you could grab a rolled up towel and place that there, or double up your mat. So do what you need to do to make this comfortable. You could also stand and do this as a standing squat. Lift it up. We're trying to center ourselves right now. We're trying to just bring our attention into our body and away from all of those little worries and stress. Okay, this is your time to let all that go. Just be with me here on the mat. Connect to your breath. Exhale back. Inhale up. Two more. It's gonna be spicy. Might burn a little today, but at the end of the day, it's gonna feel good to do this. One more. We're gonna hold it back in this long hinge. So you're reaching your hips back. We're just gonna pulse the arms, just tiny pulses. Think length out of your head, length out of your tailbone. We're going for 4, 3, 2, hold it, bring your hands to the center. Tiny little mini half squat, bring it up. So we're keeping this feeling of tension the whole time. Hands are in prayer position, just pray to get through this little section. Down and up, down and up. Let's go. 4, 3, 2. We're gonna bring it all the way up. Just circle those arms around. I'm gonna come down onto our elbows here. So drop down onto your elbows. Knees are underneath your hips, elbows are under your shoulders. I want you to think long spine. We're gonna do a really mini cat-cow. So take a deep breath. On the cat portion of this, you're gonna curl just your lower back. So curl your hips under, exhale. This is very tiny, very subtle. Inhale, release to a cow. Again, exhale, think of curling your hips under. Deep breath and release. Let's do a couple more. So we're reaching the hips up and then we curl under. Want to get the whole backside area nice and warm. Let's do a couple more. Exhale, curl under. And then release your tailbone back. One more. Curl under. Release it back. From here, we're gonna try to center ourselves. We're gonna try to keep ourselves from wobbling. If possible, we're gonna extend the right leg back, slowly pull it in, extend the left leg. So if possible, we are thinking shoulders and chest square to the mat, hip bones square to the mat. And I mean, nothing's perfect. If you're wobbling a little, don't stress, but just try to think staying strong through your center and keeping your hips facing down as much as you can. You reach, bring it in. Some key words for today: lengthening and reaching. I want you to think of stretching all the way back. Go right to the end of the movement for everything. Reach and down, reach and down. We're gonna do 3 more. Exhale, bring it in. 1 more. We're gonna stay on the right leg and just repeat this move on the right. So we go out, you're gonna tap it all the way in, press it out, tap it all the way in, out. Draw the knee forward, reach it out, all the way in. 4 more, press and in. Starting to heat up through the shoulders. Yes, I know. Back body focus, but it's really full body. One more. Bring it in. Let's switch to that left leg. So again, hips stay square. If you felt like you were rotating open, think of your hip bones as headlights. Shine them down on the floor. Reach out. Tap it in. Make contact with the mat. Boom. All the way in. Woo! I told you, it's gonna get spicy today. 4 more. All the way in. 3. You can do this. 2. 1 more. Woo, just take a tiny break. Sink it back. Wiggle those hips. I will give you little mini breaks today. Good. Bring it down. And we're gonna extend the right leg again. So hold it here. We're gonna do little ankle circles. So hold your leg up a constant height. Try to circle the ankle. This might feel a little awkward, might feel a little clunky. It is so good for you. Switch directions. Ankle circles around. Bring your weight forward if you're feeling it too much on the other side. Good. 2, 1. Hold it here. You're gonna go flex and point. Getting a little footwork in here, some ankle mobility. Ankle mobility is key if you're having knee, hip, even back pain. You want to start from the bottom up. So these are nice little drills to incorporate into your life every day. Okay, 2 more. 1 more. You're gonna hold the flex. You're gonna do a very small, it's like a halfway bend and then push all the way out. So it's less about the bend and it's all about that push. Here's where I like to get into visualization. Picture something that you need out of your life. So you are gonna go, woo, focus on that push. Bend and push. As you can see, the weather is kind of gray, so I'm pushing that bad weather away. Maybe it will get sunny as we do this workout and it will work. Let's do it. 3, push it powerfully away. 2, hold it here, hold, bring it in, take it back, wiggle the hips. We're gonna do that on the other side. Bring it forward. You're extending your left leg back, turning your hips towards the mat, circle the ankle. Now there's always a side where this feels so awkward. Don't worry, the more you do this, the more it will become a little more comfortable. 2 more, switch direction. Doesn't have to be pretty, I just want you to be moving your ankle independent of the rest of your leg. 3, 2, hold it. You're gonna go flex and point. Toes pull forward, toes reach long. Push yourself off the mat. Upper body is strong here. Remember, you're strong from head to toe, inside and out. You got this. 4, 3, 2, 1. We're gonna hold the flex. Remember, it's the tiniest bend you've ever done, and then it's a push. So we are going for the full end range of this movement. Stretch through the heel as far as you can. Picture something back there, it's heavy and you have to push it away. Woo! It's a box of self-doubt. Get rid of it. In. Push it out. Yes. Woo! We got deep. We got deep. Let's go. Press. Bend. And press. 4 more. You're pushing off the mat with your hands. Staying lifted. 2. 1 more. Bring it down. Ooh, take those hips side to side. Now you can stay on a bent elbow. I'm gonna come up to a long arm here. Elbows are soft. We're gonna stretch out the right leg, bring it in, stretch out the left leg. Woo, so same thing. It's not gonna be the whole same series. We're just starting off with the same move. Now, I want you to just bring your attention to your lower back. If it feels like it's sinking, I want you to push the floor away. I want you to lift through that lower back. Pull it in. Strong center is what we're after. Try 4 more. 4. Good, we're gonna do 2 more. 1 more. You're gonna hold your right leg up, lift through your chest, lift through your lower back. Big circles now, up and around. We did ankle circles, now we're doing hip circles. This movement doesn't come from the knee, it comes from your hip. So we're moving that thigh bone in the hip socket, if you can picture that. 3, 2, reverse the circle, up and around. Woo, up and around. We got it. 3, 2, hold it here. You're gonna lift it up. We're gonna work the backside from all angles. So we're gonna go tap down, woo, lift it up to center, out to the side, and up. When we go out to the side, we kick in a bit to our waist muscles. I love it. Side and up. So elbows are soft. You're pushing off the mat, extending out through the top of the head. Woo. And if your backside is on fire, I'm with you. I feel it. We're in this together. 4, push it off. 3, push it off. 2, woo. 1, hold, bring it in, sink it back. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. You could get down even more. And we're gonna do the other side. So push off the mat, stay lifted. Elbows are soft. Left leg extends out, and we're gonna go into those circles, up and around. Nice big circle here. Very controlled. Want you to feel freedom in your hip joint. 3, 2, we're pushing off that mat and reverse, up and around. When I give these cues, I'm giving them for me and for you. Trying to stay lifted through my lower back here. The only thing that's moving is the hip. Ooh. 4, 3, 2, we're gonna hold it up. It goes out to the side, bring it up. Out to the side, stay strong, nothing else is moving. That leg, again, trying to move freely in the hip socket. Don't worry if you're not there yet. All of this comes with time. Very rarely are people good at something the very first time they try. Stick with it. Consistency is key. We have 2 more. Woo! 1 more. Up. Bring it back. We're gonna take a little break from the knees. I want you to spread out your arms. We're gonna do a nice little roll forward. So roll it forward. You're gonna bend the elbows. We're coming down onto the mat. Let's place the hands stacked, one on top of the other. Knees are out on a little diamond. Heels are together. You're gonna push those heels together. Take a deep breath. Exhale, lift and lower. If your knees are barely lifting off the mat, totally fine and totally normal. I want you to squeeze those heels together. This is where I tell you the $100 bill analogy, which tends to work because no one likes to lose money. So I want you to think about you've got a $100 bill between your heels. If you separate the heels, that money goes away. Nobody wants to lose that. So squeeze those heels together like your $100 bill depends on it. Exhale and inhale. Even if your knees don't lift and you're just doing this heel squeeze, you're working your backside, so it's all good. Okay, 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. I've got some bad news, which is that we're losing that $100 bill. We're separating the knees. Good news is we're gonna still work our backside. You're gonna lift right and then left. So you might be like, oh my goodness, what is this? My leg barely lifts. It's fine. Just get to wherever you are, up and down. You can always come back to this, work on this movement. But I do like to do these isolated moves because it tells us if one side is trying to take over when we do it both together. So let's try 8 of these. Up, good. Woo! All right, we have 4, 3, 2, hold it here, bring the heels back together one more time. We're gonna add some upper back. You're gonna slide the hands open, hover, lift the knees if you can, slide the other hand on top. So you go, slide, little hover, and down. We're lifting the chest, pulling the elbows back, and then bringing it forward. lift. Even if your knees don't lift, just think squeeze your heels together as you hover your upper body off the mat. Up and down. We have 4 more. You could concentrate just on that upper body lift and just let those heels squeeze, and it's all good. 2 more. Lift and down. 1 more. Lift and down. Let's let the legs release. Hands come into your sides. We're gonna push it up, open the chest, bring it back, and it is plank time. So I want you to wiggle those hips. You're gonna bring the knees parallel. Adjust yourself if you need to. We're gonna curl the toes under. We're gonna stretch it out. You're in plank prep here. Elbows are soft. Push the mat away. Come into that full plank. Hold it here. We're gonna do a little bit of pretend walking. So you're gonna move through the foot, tap the right knee, push the foot back. This is all about the foot and the ankle. So I want you to articulate through your foot, drop the knee, push the heel back, drop the knee. Woo, feel that stretch through your foot, and then you push through your heel, down. The whole time we're pushing the mat away. We are so powerful. Feel that power inside of you. 2 more. Exhale, push the heel back. 1 more. Hold, drop the knees, release the toes. Bring it back, wiggle the hips. We're gonna go into a little plank pike, still with a focus on the feet and ankle. So press out, let's go right into that full plank here. Bring it up. We're gonna come into a pike here. Watch what happens. We're in downward dog. We're gonna lower our heels as much as they'll lower for you. We're gonna lift your heels. We're gonna lower into that plank. Woo, let's try it again. Push off the mat. Into that pike. Lower the heels. Lift the heels. Lift through your head and shoulders. Woo, drop it down. I love it. Let's try it. Again, pike it up. Lower the heels. Lift, we pull through the shoulders to open it up, trying not to drop through the hips. Let's do 2 more. Pike, lower, lift, pull forward into that strong plank. Last one, best one right here. Push it up, lower, lift, pull forward, drop the knees, take it down. We have 1 more plank. I didn't say it before, but I would like to remind you, you can do all this plank work on your elbows if you don't like this feeling of the long arms. So let's bring it out nice and long, push it up. We're going into the pike. You're gonna extend your right leg, hold it here, pulse 3, 2, 1, lower to plank, lift it up, come into a pike, lift that left leg, pulse 3, 2, 1, lower it down. Into this long plank, we lift our heads here, and then we come up pike, lift 3, 2, 1. You're pushing the floor away the whole time. Lift up your head. Into that pike, left leg, 3, 2, 1. Pull the shoulders through. Let's do this 1 more time. Come up into that pike, right leg, pulse 3, 2, 1. Woo, lower down, lift up the head. Last time, push the mat away, pulse left, 2, 1, bring it into the plank, lower it down, all the way down. How are we doing? Woo, backside's on fire, shoulders are on fire. We're gonna come down onto our elbows. 1 more time, you're gonna angle your back elbow, bring your front arm forward, and we're gonna do my favorite move. If you've done any classes with me, you know this is it. My favorite move, opening the hip. How you doing? Let's pulse this leg out, up, down. Tiny little pulses. It's almost like you're kind of stretching through the inner thighs here, opening it up, and just enjoy this. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2. We're gonna do a little swing forward. So just as far as you feel comfortable, and a little swing back. Open it up. Key here is keeping the leg the same height. A little swing forward, a little swing back. If I talk in this nice calm voice, it's gonna seem like this is so easy and gentle, right? And back. Woo. If you're hearing any cracking through your hip, I want you to know that those little cracks are totally normal, nothing to freak out about. It's usually just air bubbles popping. One more. You're gonna take the leg now slightly behind you. You're getting a nice little stretch of the hip. Little pulses, just tiny, innocent, little pulses. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. Woo! Wiggle it out. I'm gonna just flip around so you can see what's happening on the other side. You're gonna bend your back elbow on a diagonal. We're gonna push off the mat, open it up. Just hold this for a second. Enjoy this feeling. And then tiny lifts. So your leg is straight out now, in line with the body. Hip is open, facing the front. And little mini pulses. If you need to rest your head and your neck needs to go down, please do so. We're gonna go 4, 3, 2, hold. We're gonna bring it slightly forward and then pull just slightly behind you. What I'd like you to notice is that your leg moves, but we're not tucking the hips under, so your torso stays long. I know that's not easy. Woo! We came here today for a bit of a challenge, I hope. And out. Good. Stretch it back. It's one of those moves, kind of feels challenging, but also feels good at the same time. 3 more. Try to keep your leg the same height. I know that's hard. I just like to give you all the cues. Bring it back now. Open it back just slightly behind you. Little pulses, up, down. Push off the mat, strong through the upper body. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it in. We're gonna roll it up, roll those shoulders back. This is our last thing on our knees. I promise we'll get off our knees. You're gonna take your right arm. You're gonna circle it up and over, drop it down, extend the opposite leg. If you need to come down to your elbow, please do so. We're gonna lift up this leg. We're gonna lift up the top arm. We're gonna reach overhead. You're pushing off the mat. Lift the arm to the ceiling. Reach overhead. Our leg is just reaching long. 2 more. 1 more. Now you're gonna take this hand, reach long in the diagonal, flex the foot, draw the knee in, push it away. Remember, we've got that heavy box of things we don't want and we are pushing it away. Move with intention here. Press to the end. We're not going halfway today, we're going all the way. Put your all into it. Woo. 3 more. In. Stretch it out. 1 more. Hold. Drop it down. Push off. Let's bring it in. Shoulder roll. Readjust. Up and over. Other side. Elbow is soft. Wrist is under your shoulder. Leg comes up. Arm comes up. Over the head. Up to center. Okay, you're pushing off the mat the whole time. Trying not to lock into this elbow joint. Now do 1 more. Hold it up here, flex the foot, bring the arm overhead. We draw the knee in, press it out. Again, we're not tucking the hips under, keeping your spine long as this leg moves, and we're going right to the end. So like you mean it, push away. Press, press, press. In and out. 3 more. 1 more. Big push at the end. Hold and bring it down. Woo, wiggle those hips. We're gonna come onto our backside and we're just gonna have our heels lifted. Actually, I'm gonna face this way so I can keep an eye on my clock, make sure we don't go over time. Bring your hands up, shoulders relax down. Take a deep breath in. I want you to lift through your lower back. Exhale, you're curling halfway back. Bring it up. Now, can we try to relax through the shoulders? So it's like no movement is happening through the shoulders. All the movement is happening through the hips, lower back, abdominals. So we curl. Picture that you're trying to curl your waistband down into the mat. Everybody's gonna have a different stopping position here. So just go to a point where you feel is your lowest point. you're picturing that your back curls into the shape of a C. So curl, inhale, lift, exhale, and lift. Let's do one more. And lift. I'm just gonna turn to the side here. We're gonna curl all the way down onto our back. Bring your arms up overhead and then circle around. We're gonna walk the feet in. We're gonna do some hip rolls into a bridge. So we're down, our back is long, our lower back is off the mat. Take a deep breath. Exhale, you're gonna curl your hips, your lower back touches the mat, and then it peels off. And you lift into a bridge position. Push through your feet, push your hands down into the mat, deep breath, and then you're gonna slowly soften down. So instead of lowering in one chunk, we're rolling down through the spine. Your lower back is gonna touch the mat, and then it's gonna lift off at the end. Let's try that again. You curl and roll off the mat. Deep breath in, push down into the mat, and then slowly, it's like you're melting through your ribs. Slowly pulling your spine into the mat and then releasing. Two more. Roll it up, trying to get a nice little bit of spinal mobility in here. Feels so good. Again, this is one of those things that I hope that you can incorporate into your daily life for your back health. One more, you roll all the way up, push through your feet. Deep breath, and then just soften it down. Melt, 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 melt. And we're gonna roll it up. We're gonna hold it up and stay up. So curl, roll it up here. We're gonna lower halfway down, little push. The push happens, hands and feet pushing into the mat, down, push. Picture that you have a ball between your knees so they're not splaying out to the side. Just halfway down, 4, 3, 2, you're going to hold it up here, hold. We're gonna keep the knees up where they are in space, keep them still, drop your right hip, come to the center, drop your left hip. The hardest part of this is keeping those knees reaching long. So the hips drop, the knees stay where they are, right, and up. It's a little diagonal slant of the hips, down. Keep going, 4, push it up, 3, 2, hold the hips up. Now I want you to drop so you're hovering just off the mat. It's like you're barely touching, and we're going to do bottom half lift. So it's like halfway, hover, halfway, hover. So last time we went from the top to halfway. Now we're going hover, halfway, hover. It's almost like you're sticking out your bum at the bottom. Reach the tailbone, halfway. Woo, tiny little baby hover lifts here. How fun is this? 4 more. Spread out your toes. Press your whole foot into the mat. 2, 1, bring it up. I want you to roll it down. We have one more little series here. Take a deep breath. Exhale, roll back into that bridge. We're going to lift our right leg up. I'm gonna show you the leg, and then I'm gonna give you an option to add an arm. You're gonna go tap and lift. If you like, opposite arm comes up, palm facing in. Option, keep those hips up, reach away, come together. So you can do just the leg. You can also do just the arm, or you can do both together. Opposite foot is pushing firmly into the mat. 4, hips stay lifted. I know it's hard. 3, 2, 1 more, please. Bring it up. Drop the leg, drop the arm, push those hips up in the center. Switch, other leg. You're lifting the hips up, dropping the leg, coming center. Option here, you could hold the arm. You could go reach and center. So push through the contact points on the mat. The hand and foot that are on the mat are pushing down to keep your hips lifted. Let your breath flow. Try to find your center here really strong as we move that arm and leg away. You have 4 more. 3, 2, hold center, drop the arm, drop the leg, roll it down. We have one more thing here. Take a deep breath. Exhale, curl, roll it up. Right leg comes center. Push down into the mat with all of your contact points. Let the leg go out to the side. Squeeze it in. Out to the side. Do you want that arm up? Option. Option. What? The arm can go too. Now it's really tricky here to keep the hips up. So I'd like you to make this really small if you need to. Open. 4 more. You are so strong. Don't give up. Find that inner calm, that inner power. Hold center. Drop it down. Push your hand down. Lift the hips up. Last thing, with this bridge, lift it up. The leg goes out to the side. Squeeze it in. You can stay here. This is so challenging on its own. You could add one arm, or you could push those hips up. Open. Exhale, squeeze. Can you picture that you're moving underwater? So we're not rushing, we're creating resistance as we come to the center. Again, find that inner calm. Get in the zone. 4 more, hips stay lifted. 2 more. Last one, hold it up, drop it down, hands down, hips up. Deep breath, slowly roll it down. Whew. We're gonna bring the hands into a basket. We're gonna lift the hands behind the head, walk the feet out a little bit. Your fingers are interlaced. We're gonna curl it up. Your gaze is on your thighs. You're gonna take your right leg. We're gonna flex the foot. We're gonna push out and draw it in. Push out, draw it in. 2 more. So just think eyes to thighs. That's where you wanna look. 1 more. As you push out, you're gonna twist to the leg that's long and then come to the center. Exhale, twist and center. Good. Exhale. Let's try 4 more. You're pushing through your heel. Toes are up. 2 more. 1 more. Hold the twist. Hold it. Pull the leg in and out for 5. Push it out. Twist a little further. Look down at your bottom armpit. What is up? Armpit. Woo. 2 more. Push it out. 1 more. Come center. Drop it down. Quick little breath here. Exhale, bring it up, lift through the other leg, you flex the foot, we go push out, drag it in. Stay lifted, maybe you can curl up a little higher. The other knee is staying straight, so you're pushing down into that foot, not letting that knee fall out to the side. Do 1 more, woo, lift up higher. Now as the leg goes out, you twist, tiny twist. We're trying to keep our hips still, so they're not gonna rock and roll as we twist. Let's inhale center. Let's exhale twist. And I know this is hard, so this is a nice time to find some gratitude. Gratitude that you were able to be here today, moving your body. It is an absolute privilege to be able to do this, so remember that. When it starts to feel like pure fire, you have 3 more. 2 more. Let's hold it, hold. Woo, hold the twist, leg in for 5. Push it out. Deepen that twist, woo. 2 more, you got this. Look down at that bottom shoulder. 1 more, bring it in. Drop it down. How we doing? One last little thing here. If you have a ball or a rolled up towel or a couch cushion, you're gonna grab it because we're gonna put it underneath our hips and do some really nice kind of release hippie things just to finish things off today. So I have this ball underneath my tailbone. You can use whatever, you could use a yoga block. Just wanna get those hips elevated. 1 leg up, other leg up, bring the legs here. Now just shake them out, release. Remember those little ankle circles? Let's circle the ankles. It's fine if you hear all the cracks. Reverse, circle the ankles. Hold it up. You're gonna flex your feet. We're gonna lower one leg, press through the heel, bring it up, lower, little scissors here. Press, good. So we're just stretching out the back of the leg, pressing through the heel. 4, 3, 2, 1. You're gonna bring it up. Okay, 90 degrees, point the toes, lower as low as you feel like you can go without popping through the abdominals. Flex it up, point the toes. Exhale, flex it up. Point and reach. Flex and lift. 2 more. And flex. 1 more. And lift. Let's point the toes and go into some nice big circles. So we lower it down, open it up. Feels so good. Just to kind of circle freely here, open it up. Drop down, open and center. Let's switch directions. So you come into the center, you open out to the side, swoop around, bring it up. Out to the side. Open it, bring it around. Good, 2 more. 1 more. Bring it up. Bring the knees in. Can you grab your ankles and just, again, maybe roll them out, move them around, get a little stretch. This is gonna feel really good. We're gonna take one leg out, all the way down. Other leg out. Deep breath. Rock from side to side. 1 and 2. Good. 1 more. Take a deep breath. Feel everything open here. Bring your palms up. I want you to inhale. Exhale, just melt down into the ball. 1 more time. Inhale. Feel how strong you are. Exhale, you're gonna go about the rest of the day holding on to that feeling. Bend the knees. If you have a ball, whatever you have, grab it. I'm gonna put it just between my knees and rock and roll up here. Let's take one final deep breath together. Exhale, let it go. Thank you so much. It was so wonderful to move with you today. Thank you for joining me. If you want more from me, you can find hundreds of other workouts at ShainaFalconeFitness.com.